Welcome to Spotlight on Lakewood. We kicked off the year focusing on taking small steps to help become more healthy. So today we're here to learn more about health. Exercise is not the only component. In fact, we're going to learn today about the most important component, and that is nutrition. Eating right and eating appropriate will help lose weight and also help you feel better in your day-to-day life. I'm joined today with Lakewood City employee Cheryl Maves, who is a registered dietitian, as well as one of our wonderful trainers and boot camp leaders.
Yes,
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam. I'm happy to be here and kind of go through some things that we might already know about, but it's good, especially with spring coming along, let's kind of get back into it and relearn what we already know in terms of portion sizes and how our plate should look.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So could you help maybe give an overview to our viewers about what a healthy diet looks like?
Sure. Well, healthy diet, and sometimes, diet, a lot of people refer to diet as like a restrictive thing, like to lose weight or that kind of thing. So when we talk about diet, we talk about your daily intake of food, monthly, day-to-day kind of thing. So on a healthy diet, we just want to get all the foods from all the food groups because you need all the nutrients and minerals from all the different foods to help the body function properly. So restricting any food group is really not going to help your body along, over a course of time. So as dietitians, we really try to talk to people about balancing every meal and snack so that you're getting all the food groups, but watching portions as well. Diet doesn't have to be complicated, your food intake. It doesn't really have to be complicated. If you just follow a few simple rules, make some short changes, you'll start to feel better, lose weight, whatever your goals might be. So hopefully today we can kind of clear some of that up and give you some good pointers to kind of move through this whole healthy eating, exercise, fitness.
Yeah, that's great because I know for some people, and myself included, it can be kind of daunting and you're kind of inundated from day to day with the new fad or the new thing or you can only eat this much. So it looks like you have some great examples here of what maybe a day might look like.
Yeah, so to start off your day, breakfast should really be your biggest meal of the day. And I know that's really hard for people. Like, you get up, you're rushing out the door, but try to eat your most calories early on in the day and then taper off in the night. So that's kind of how when I talk to people, I want them to really solidify their breakfast and have a really good breakfast. And once you start doing that, you'll feel better and you'll want that. So for breakfast, what you want to look at, and first off, when you look at your plate, this is a 9-inch plate, and this is where we want to get to, okay? So we have, typically, it's about a 12-inch size plate. So dividing your plate in half for every meal, where this is going to be your vegetables, your starch, and your protein. So that's what I want people to really start to realize, that just first of all, even divide your plate up and then start putting your food on there, okay? So for breakfast, what this looks like in terms of how your plate should look, you have a English muffin, whole grain English muffin, egg and a little turkey or ham, and then a fruit. And then you can even have some milk and always have a glass of water. Okay, you always have an 8-ounce glass of water first thing in the morning too.
So bread's good.
Bread is fine, and this is 2 servings of starch, which is fine to start off your day. You could have that, or if you were a cereal person and you just wanted to take something to work, they have these really easy to go cups that you just add water to. They're about 280, 300 calories, so really quick.
And this is your oatmeal? And
your whole grains, and you have some dried fruit in there and nuts. So you have a good source of protein. Some of the patrons and clients that I've worked with like yogurt. So they'll say, well, I put granola in it. And I'm like, you know what? You need the protein and a little bit more fat. So let's put some almonds in there, okay? And I'll give you a little bit more satiety and help you feel full.
So that's a nice start to the day, a nice breakfast, really build the base.
Yep. Calories and no more of this 100-calorie kind of stuff. You need to get more calories in the morning. Moving into lunch, big old salad's always nice and quick to do if you throw it together at night. Put some protein on there, a skinless, boneless chicken breast, or you can get these little packs of turkey. A lot of people like to just throw that on. It's quick and easy. Also soup. Canned soup, I have no problem with canned soups. They have low sodium now. Some people are concerned with sodium and that kind of thing. Progresso's typically on the lower end. But here you get all your fruits or your vegetable servings, and this whole can is for 200 calories. Have 6 crackers with it, and you're good to go. Okay, you could eat the whole thing.
So great, we can still have some
And this is all the dressing you get. That's a tablespoon. And look at how much that is. That's plenty for that. This is 2 cups of salad.
Now, when we're looking at salad dressing, are we trying to do like an oil and vinegar or a vinaigrette?
A lot of the dressings have a lot of sugar in them too,
Okay.
so I tend to go with like a balsamic or a oil and vinegar too. Depends on what you like. But if you're not using that, you just have to watch your portions on it. Some people are like, I just need good old ranch. But as long as you're getting a tablespoon of it and put it on the side rather than, it's fine.
So have some moderation.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And
And,
so
then
is-
dinner should always look half of your plate vegetables. There's your protein. This is 3 ounces of meat, and then this is half a cup of starch. Doesn't that look like that's hearty? Okay.
Get lean and mean from the green.
Yep. And if you just think, even when you go out to eat, our plates become so big, and just to, first of all, divide your plate up, push the starch aside. The starch should always be an afterthought. Have your protein, your vegetables be the mainstay.
Well, that's great. So this is a good start. Now we're going to move on to snacks.
Perfect. Sounds great.
So we got our 3 basics down, and now it's time to talk snacks. So what's a good snack, and how many times a day do we get to snack?
Snacks are an important part of a good, healthy, balanced diet because it's a good way to get some more nutrients in throughout our day. And one of the things is making sure blood sugar levels are staying kind of consistent and you're not getting too low blood sugars throughout the day. You kind of want to have that consistency. So having these healthy snacks throughout the day is really important for people, especially in our busy lifestyles. So couple of things, that are really, on the go, having in your car, these little, packets of trail mix, any kind of trail mix. I just pulled some out here, but throwing these little packets or packets of almonds, walnuts, or a couple of your better nuts to have, and throw those in your car with some apples, have an apple and some nuts. Great snack because you're getting some protein, a little carbohydrate, and sugar from the apple, okay? The other thing is this is string cheese, or it's cheese and
Chopped up and some grapes.
1 serving of like the string cheese with grapes. Great snack to have
I'll test that
pre-workout.
out.
Pre-workout is a great thing to have.
Pre-workout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And have a little turkey with it too. Would be good. A couple luncheon, just roll them up. Great snack. Hummus and pretzels, also kind of a quick and easy way to get some good fat in, and some protein. Eat it with vegetables or pretzels. I would say if you want to cut out a little of the carbohydrate, just have more with the vegetables. So if you have a night out and you're going to go have a couple beers, I would maybe just not have the pretzels, and I'd have,
All right.
or if you're going to have some cake at a party, those are kind of ways to bank calories. Have the vegetables instead of the starch.
Great.
All right.
Seems like a lot of times, it's confusing to know how much to have. And sometimes I think we might overeat because we're not totally aware of what that portion is.
Right. And I think a lot of that confusion comes with, starches, because we all heard, back, several years ago, we started with starches make you fat, carbohydrates, are the culprit. Well, they're not, and that's not true. They just add up really fast, and especially because a lot of the processed foods that we are eating are starch-based. So if we just looking at food labels and looking at what a portion is of things, you can really reel that in. And as adults, you only need about 5 servings to 6 servings of starch a day, okay? So 1 slice of bread here, this size is a serving. So you think of all the different sizes of breads out there. That's a serving, and this is whole grain bread. Then, like cereal. So for a cup of cereal is about a baseball size. I know it's kind of hard to think, but the biggest thing with cereal is to measure it out first, put it in your bowl, because a lot of people are like, I say, how much did you have? I'm like,
Sure.
a bowl. It's like, well, how big is your bowl? Everybody, so measure it out first, or even look on the box. It'll say a cup and a quarter, depending on what the cereal is. And that's, if you're a cereal person, that's what I would suggest. So then you'll know when you go in to do that. Bagels, on the other hand, too. This is I like to use the old tuna can. This is how big your bagel should be. The top and the bottom, and that would be a Lender's bagel. The Lender's frozen ones, those are smaller than like King Soopers, the one, not.
Or some of the big stores where you might go, the fat. Yeah.
Yes. So, bagels, you just got to be careful about, and if you do go to those places, just have half of it and have with meat on it or that kind of thing. So the thing with the starches is they add up real quick, but if you start paying attention to that, you'll be able to reel that in a little bit. And a pancake, so like if you're going out to eat pancake, this is your size of your pancake.
Okay.
I like using these visual cues because I think,
I think
that
really
kind of helps.
Yep.
With that. So that's as far as the starches go. Fruits and vegetables, you know, fruit, just a small piece of fruit. 16 grapes is a serving. Getting about 3 to 4 fruits in a day. I'd rather, you know, getting more vegetables is kind of where we're trying to head now, is getting about 8 servings of vegetables a day, as you can tell with how your plate should be looking. 16 grapes a serving, a cup, almost cup and a half of cut up strawberries. Watermelon, you get 2 cups. So anything that's kind of water based, you get more of. So thinking more of like cantaloupe, honeydew melons, you get about a cup and a half. So any water-based fruits and vegetables, and then you're getting some water from that as well. Meats, size of the deck of the cards, palm of your hand.
Wow.
That's a serving of meat. That's 3 ounces. Okay. So I say, you know, go 4 to 5 ounces. You know, for men, you guys can have a little bit more, but if you're wanting some more, have a little more protein than starch. Okay. So this is a serving of that. 1/4 cup of nuts is, you know, in the whole meat group. And that's about the size, if you were to cup your hand,
sure.
That's about like that. Throw that in nuts, and that's pretty satisfying. So it's just, you just got to practice it. And we all kind of know these things.
But it really helps to have a visual.
Yeah.
Because next time, you know, I'm kind of looking at, so what does this represent?
That's, so if you really want a sweet, this is a 1 piece of chocolate. Okay.
Right.
A slice of cake, deck of cards. Okay.
Deck of cards.
Yeah. That's
All right.
like a sheet cake, not like a, you know.
So, and when we're having chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate,
Same
doesn't
thing.
matter? All right.
Yeah, same thing. You're just getting benefits of the antioxidants from the dark chocolate that are better for you than the milk chocolate. It's less processed. Yeah, so then in terms of vegetables, I mean, go nuts on vegetables.
Yeah,
I
eat
mean,
as much
you
as
can
you'd like.
have 2 cups of vegetables. This is just 1 cup of lettuce. Have 2 cups for lunch with salad. Your potato here, about a computer mouse size, about like this.
Oh, okay.
Sweet potato is the best. You know, if you want a potato, go with a sweet potato. Okay, have half of it. They're
Well, I was
typically
going to say, I
kinda-
wonder, and when you see them in the store, they're gigantic.
Yeah,
so you
cut it
want
in half and just think computer mouse kind of thing. But yeah, and then the dice.
Yeah,
this
dice.
Is a good,
Show me the dice.
For string cheese or fat. So like this is like cheese serving. I have a lot of clients that love cheese. So this is, you know, an ounce of cheese. This is actually 3/4 of an ounce. So you could have a little bit more, but this is, you know, how much cheese would be. An ounce of cheese. Low moisture cheese, the better. Cheddar cheese is okay, but you know, you just use your index finger. You can use your index finger. Butter right here, that's a serving of butter. 1 little tab of butter, okay? When it comes to sour cream, guacamole, a tablespoon, okay?
Tablespoon.
And I always tell people, if you need both, do a little bit less of one. So see what I mean? If you just, and you start thinking about portions, what you've been doing, just
Certainly.
make those small changes and you'll be well on your way.
Okay. Well, now that we've got all the basics covered, I think we're missing one thing, and that has to do with drinking stuff.
Yeah.
So having enough water, or understanding the difference between am I hungry or am I thirsty?
Right, and that's a great question. The whole thirst mechanism is kind of controlled by the hypothalamus, which hunger is too. So if you're not hydrating yourself or not hydrated, you might feel those hunger pains because you kind of get those symptoms of kind of feeling lethargic or tired, and you mistake them for hunger when it's actually just thirst. So you need about 64 ounces of water a day. So that's about 8 to 10 8-ounce glasses. So yeah.
Well, Cheryl, thank you so much for
Yeah.
helping us, you know, and get a better understanding of how we can continue this year-long goal of better health. So last time we did some fitness. This time we're doing some health. You have to stay tuned for the next one. We're going to start to put these all together, and Lakewood's going to be the healthiest it can be. Thank you for tuning in.